First, I'm going to take some Versali Rose Gold Elixir and take a few drops of that and apply that all over my face and massage it in using my fingers. And then I'm going to apply some foundation, and I used the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation in the color Light Medium Sand. And I applied that all over using a beauty sponge. And then I set that in place with some translucent powder. So now I was using a new white face paint that I had never tried before, and I ended up really not liking it. It was sort of patchy, but it ended up working in the end. So I'm just going to apply that all over my face. I applied a couple layers, and then I set that in place with some powder, and I didn't cover my eyebrows, but the look ended up working, so you can do so if you want. And I ended up putting eyebrows in the end look, so yeah. Now I'm just going to be taking the Kat Von D Shade Light eye palette and applying the red brownish color, and then I'm going to take some black and brown and apply that to the innermost part of the eye and underneath the eye as well. Then I'm going to darken up the look even more and take some eyeliner into my waterline. And then I didn't really know where I was going with this, so I had already put the face paint, but you can do this step before you apply the paint, which might be a little easier. So I'm just going to take some liquid latex and some cotton, what are they called? Cotton balls, and just apply that to intensify my cheekbone area for his grin sort of smile look. And then I'm going to blend it into my skin using the tissue to help the two blend together better. And then I'm going to apply some white face paint over those as well to blend it with the rest of the face. Then I just mix some red and black face paint, and I'm going to create the smile mouth area. And then I was going to first just paint the teeth, and then I thought it'd be pretty cool to add individual teeth for a more 3D realistic look. So I'm just going to use some tissue rolled up and some liquid latex for a base for the teeth to sit on, and then I'm going to apply that on around the inside of the mouth area. So to make the teeth, what I did was I rolled up the tissue the same way that I used it here, and I cut it into little shorter strips, and then I dipped it in the liquid latex, and then I rolled it and made a pointed tip at one end, and they came out looking like that. So if you guys want a video on how to do that, let me know, so that way I can show you how to do that in another video. But yeah, so now I just applied some more liquid latex, and then I'm going to apply each tooth to the mouth area that we just created, or the base of the mouth that we just created with the tissue and the latex beforehand. And now, just to blend it into the face a little better, I'm going to apply some more liquid latex and some tissue over the teeth area that we just did. And then I'm just going to clean up that mouth line with some more of that red and black face paint mix that we did earlier, and apply it over the areas that the tissue covered. And then blend it down into the teeth as well. And then I'm going to create the lines that he has connecting from his mouth to his eyes. So I'm just going to do that with the same black and red face paint mix color that we made. Now I'm going to take that light brown shade from the same Kat Von D palette, and I'm going to start to create the sort of creases that he has in his frown face, or whatever it's called. And then I'm taking a fluffier brush to sort of blend those lines out, and it just didn't look right to me, so I looked at the picture again, and I saw that he has a sort of faint eyebrow look, so I went to create the very thin eyebrow that it has, and it just looked terrible. I did not like it at all, so I ended up going back and creating my normal brows using, oh, and I used the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Ebony to create those brows. And then I'm going to take the leftover product to sort of define those creases more. And then I'm going to take this brown shade and sort of blend it into the teeth and mouth area just to give a more dirty, old look, I guess. And blend it down onto the teeth as well. And then I'm going to take the same red and black face paint mix that I did earlier, and I'm going to apply that on the inside of the mouth just to make the teeth stand out more. You could have done this beforehand, which you should probably do before actually you apply the teeth because it'd be a lot easier. I got some of the paint on the teeth, but it's not really that big of a deal because I ended up going in with blood, of course, and you couldn't even tell. But just to make it easier, you could apply on the whole mouth area the paint and then apply those. So yeah, and then I'm just taking some of this blood that's in a tube. I don't remember which blood it is, but I just used it because it's in a tube and I squeezed it in. I wanted to make the dripping effect sort of look. So now I'm just going to take a thicker, darker blood and apply that everywhere. And then just like my previous zombie video, I'm going to use the tissue to create a sort of splattered blood look. And I almost forgot to do his nose, so don't forget to do that. I just went back in with the... No, I think I was using blood here. But anyways, I went back and it's the blood and paint mix I think I used to create the nose area, and then I liked it because it was darker, so I put it on the rest of the red face paint that we had applied before. I didn't want a very bright red, so that's why I went and mixed the black with it to create a darker look. And then just apply blood everywhere else, and that's the completed look.